Mortal Kombat often comes to mind when considering story in fighting games. Whether you like the story or not, no one can deny that the story has been at the forefront of the franchise since its inception. However, there is an accolade I thought for sure would be rewarded to Mortal Kombat that isn't, and you'd be surprised to know what that accolade is and who it was that actually won it.
Crispy.
I stumbled across a Guinness World Record the other day that I found interesting. It was the Guinness World Record for the longest running video game storyline, and it did not go to Mortal Kombat. I thought for sure this would be a mistake, especially when I saw the franchise that won the award. It was Bandai Namco's Tekken, running from December 1994 to January 2024, spanning almost 30 years at the time of this video being made. But the first Mortal Kombat came out in October of 1992, 2 years before Tekken. A closer look at the Guinness Award reads, and check this out, it's the longest ongoing story in a video game without any kind of reboot or extended gaps between releases. However, both franchises don't have longer than a 3-year gap in between games, so they both should qualify for whatever Guinness considers an extended gap between releases. So the only reason Mortal Kombat doesn't get this award must be because of the without any kind of reboot condition. Which leads me to my question. Has any of the Mortal Kombat been considered a reboot? The answer to this may not be as clear-cut as you think. Hear me out here. Since the first Mortal Kombat in 1992 to MK vs. DC in 2008, all of that is a single timeline, single story. What would be considered a reboot would be the next game, simply titled Mortal Kombat, which the community goes by Mortal Kombat 9. Though I would argue that this game isn't a reboot, but a sequel, since it references things from the previous games, and it picks up right where Armageddon left off. The same can be said about Mortal Kombat 1. Though this timeline is a new one, and it very much seems like a reboot, the story references events that happened in previous games, mentioning things that happened in Mortal Kombat 11.
This timeline was preceded by billions more, though this is the first of Liu Kang's design. The others were designed by his predecessor. Kronika was obsessed with equalizing good and evil. When a timeline veered too far to one or the other, she would halt it and restart history, tinkering with lives and events in the hope of achieving her golden balance.
Prior timelines, Kronika gave Shang Tsung and Quan Chi mastery of the most vile magics. Shao was not a general, a tyrannical ruler bent on conquest. You, Sindel, were his ruthless wife, who would do anything to preserve your privilege. When I took the hourglass from Kronika, I vowed to do better.
As well as the title of the fifth game, named Mortal Kombat
Deadly Alliance?
This leads me to think that Mortal Kombat, ever since 1992, is the same story. These are just sequels disguised as reboots just to make the story more palatable for newer players. But do I have this all wrong? I don't want to be in a bubble. Let me know, are these actually reboots and I'm just looking at this in the wrong light? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. If you made it this far in the video, you can
Acknowledge me
by hitting the like button. This is a small act for you, but this allows for videos like this to get more attention, and it is very much appreciated. You can hit confirm that into the subscribe button and join
literally millions
of ShinFit subscribers. I post regularly, and I do a lot of live streams as well as community posts, so to make sure that you catch everything as it comes out, go ahead and hit that sub button. If you're into gaming content, there's a video on screen now that I'm sure you're gonna love, but more importantly than everything else, don't get beat up out there.